Sabaidi. Welcome to Laos. Let me show you around. Welcome to the Mekong River. So I'm stood here, I thought, oh, I'll go dip my finger in the Mekong. That'll be a good thing to do. Let me just show you what I've done. Oh, for fuck, my brand new and clean running shoes. 1 second the ground was completely solid and dry, the next minute my foot went in it. Ugh. Now your view of this might not be very good, but as I zoom in, those buildings over there are Thailand. I've had to substitute for my crappy old New Balances. It's pretty beautiful around here. First impressions, not very communist. It's meant to be the poorest country in Southeast Asia. I've seen 2 Porsches and a Bentley. Now, I think the point I'm trying to make is this country is not very communist. Just lines of nice cars, nice car, very nice car, nice car, big corporate brands, clamped nice cars, dealership of nice cars, Autobot, Sam, put the cube in my chest. Broad, beautiful Parisian style walkways throughout the city. I'm not even in a particularly nice area, it's just what the city looks like. There's a lot of money here. I'm not complaining, it's just an observation. Okay, well that's certainly communist. Fat old white men speaking Russian in front of a communist flag. Putin style too, they've got no shirt on. I might be repeating myself a little bit here from a previous video, but it's so hot. It's got to be over 30 today. I'm not used to this heat. I'm used to the nice chill cool of the Thai mountains. None of this sea level stuff. So I'm just here on the Mekong boardwalk, which is, let's be honest, just concrete steps. I think that's enough of the scenic riverway. I'm gonna head into the city and see what there is to find there. Well, there is my visa to find too, but I know where that is. It's in the embassy. To the more eagle-eyed viewer, yes, I have grown terrible facial hair, and I haven't cut my hair since the first episode. Deal with it. Tell you what, all this walking around in the heat is thirsty work, but it's a choice. Yes, and it's the choice of a new generation. A lot of the places where I've decided to walk today along the bank of the Mekong, there's a great big sort of botanical garden or public park around it. It comes across as something more South Korean, possibly, very Japan. It's very futuristic, everything's in waves. I saw a little plaque about South Korea a minute ago, so I think it was them that might have built this. It's very pretty. Now when I first got into Laos last night, the only thing I did was this. Now that is a tasty beverage. Had a nice French steak, some lovely fluffy mash. It was great. So I've only got 1 day in this city, so I'm going to try and make it count. What a beautiful day in a beautiful city. Welcome to the Presidential Palace of Laos. Just had a tasty Lao lunch, just making my way downtown towards the embassy. Embassy of Brunei. Closest to home I've been in a while. That British embassy back there is the only embassy I've seen in the whole city, and there's a lot of them, that has like high spike walls and fences. It says something about our country, to be fair. First Laotian temple, Wat Sisaket. I could be saying that wrong, I've said a few wrong already. So Lao Tourism is shooting a professional traditional dress thing over there in the background. Pro lighting and everything. Someone has a parasol for them. So I wasn't allowed to film in there or bring a handgun. Doesn't look like much, but the inside is absolutely incredible. Incredibly ornate Laotian traditional murals all over the walls of the entire interior of the building. Would recommend. It's still incredibly hot out. All this temples, it's thirsty work.
Sorry you feel that way, but basically it's the nature of the beast.
School's out. Arrived outside the embassy with about 45 minutes to spare. It's hardly a close call, is it? Got this beaten up bad boy back with my visa in it. Thailand, I'm coming back to you. Random finds of the late afternoon. Pretty big hotel, next to a very empty field. It's the ultimate commie wit. Support shit team though. What we have here is a spectacular looking palace next to a pile of shit. Reiterate, junkyard on this side of the street. How so fancy there's a man painting it on that side? If I didn't know any better, I'd think this was somewhere in Florida. Beautiful little creek, big giant developed Western style housing. It's not communism. So I've been walking a lot today. I've done that many steps and that many miles. It's thirsty work all this, but it's my choice.
Yes, and it's the choice of a new generation.
Let's play a game. It's called Find the Big Golden Thing. Have you found it yet? It's pretty impressive. Welcome to What That Luang. Guys up there with the gold paint, just try and make sure everyone thinks it's real gold. The second time I've run into this professional model team today. Working hard. You tell them, kid. Big place for monks in this city. This particular temple here doesn't even look real. It looks like something out of a computer game. It's just the dimensions are a bit, but it's really impressive. Welcome to Revolution Square. As with all traditional communist things, lots of white, lots of angular architecture and lots of murals of the workers' struggle, you know? Revolution Square, with the shadows of the country's past behind it. Now that I'm actually here in Revolution Square, I've seen a little bit more about the whole communist movement here in Laos, and you know what, I think they genuinely were a proper communist country like maybe 10-15 years ago. You know, I just think the 21st century there's been such a big economic boom in Asia that how could they not have Western amenities? How could they not make things easier for tourism because it makes them a lot of money? All in all, I love this city. I think it's great. These old things haven't done too bad of a job today, but my feet are hurting now. There she is, the Arc de Triomphe, sort of. I don't know who Beeline are, but they've got a real markup on park benches. Behind me is the crowd you don't see. It's all the people trying to get the perfect selfie with that in the background. That's how to travel the world on a shoestring / like a cheapo recorder. How do you expect to make money with the worst instrument that ever existed apart from maybe the triangle? That might be an insult to triangles. They've needed every now and then. There's never a good use for the recorder. Ever. I was literally just about to leave and then I realised and go to the top. Well, this is the most capitalist stairs I've ever seen. Is this meant to be like Vientiane's Arc de Triomphe, or is it meant to be market? I'm confused. That, however, is absolutely stunning. How striking. Wow. Here's we've reached the summit. That's a view. Good arvo, Vientiane. Well, this was an unexpected find, but one I'm very grateful for. What a view! You know, the city gets a bit of a bad rep as being boring, and I admit there's not a lot to do here. But the stuff there is to do here, I'm having a great day. Spray coming off that thing is highly refreshing. So I'm just making the very long and arduous journey back to my hostel, and look who's in town. Only the dream employer. These guys don't use steel chairs, but that's okay. This is how much I've walked today. Now you understand why I'm tired.